Hello, air signs. Air signs! What are you doing in August? Something amazing! Woo! Wah! Wah! Gosh darn it. This is Aviva Tamar, and this is a tarot card reading. Reading. Let's get into this. So I'm going to be using my Luminous Spirit Tarot to get us a forecast for y'all for August, figure out what's going on internally and how to handle it, how to manage and navigate that whole internal landscape, all right? And then we'll pull out some oracle cards, which may give you some insight, give you some tools to help you through August. And then after we're done with that, I'll give you a little bit of like a quote from my quotes deck and a thing from my Wild Offering Oracle, a little mantra, a little prayer to help you through, and that will be it. The goal is to get through this in 20 to 30 minutes. We'll see what happens. All right, so let's get started. As I am shuffling, let me do my spiel for you, my friends. I am just an interpreter of symbolism. I do not know your individual circumstances because I am not all-knowing. I'm just a human. So please take everything I say with a grain of salt and don't try to make square pegs fit in round holes. And remember my rule, if it vibes, it vibes. If it doesn't, it doesn't. And we'll just move on. There are more tarot card readers linked in the description down below, so you can go ahead and hit them up if this doesn't vibe for you. I'm totally down. Totes down 100%. Okay, so let's get into this reading, air signs, shall we? Let's do it. Let's get this done. Let's get this done. Let's get this over with. All right, what do my air signs need to know about August? What do my air signs need to know about August? Woo! Wah! Wah! Okay, so first two cards, we have the Fool. Boom, boom, boom diddy. We got the Fool, so that's good. And the Magician! Oh my gosh! What is this? Air signs, what are you doing in August? Something amazing! That's awesome. Yes, already loving this reading, air signs. You're starting new things. You're stepping into your power. Good things coming in August. 3 of Cups. Wowie, wow, wow. Improving relationships, family and friendship bonds, specifically with that 3 of Cups energy. Using your intuitive senses within relationships to guide you and improve those relationships. Also reaching out to others and building connections. Yay, 3 of Cups. 7 of Swords. Okay. This is an inner psychic structure that is very negative. You could be fooling yourself into believing something. You could be being manipulated by somebody else. Either way, this is a deceptive construct in your minds that needs to be addressed. So we'll talk about that in a minute, okay? Let's get your other cards out here. We have the 8 of Cups, which is leaving behind situations that your intuition is telling you just don't work for you. And that's not necessarily like, I see evidence physically of this situation not working out for you. This is like your intuition cluing you into this way of thinking or to this manipulation of some sort, and you leaving that situation. So that is entirely possible that you're leaving a manipulative situation in August. That would be good. We also have the Page of Cups, which is your intuitive sense, and it is growing and changing. And we have the Emperor, again, a card of power with the Emperor and the Magician here. Okay. This is amazing power. Okay. It's very masculine power usually, although this is a very feminine deck. In general, this is very like forward moving and outward power. This is like power with momentum rather than power that like receives. You know what I mean? There's a difference. Both of them can be like, both of these energies can be really powerful, right? You can be the kind of power that is still and peaceful and that receives information and kind of like, I don't know, I'm just rambling because it's the concepts of feminine and masculine power are very different and they're hard to explain and hard to understand. So I get distracted, but I digress. Let's get back into this. I'm just saying you have a lot of upward and outward moving energy, which I guess makes sense because you're air signs, but at the same time, it's like, I'm just saying, you have a lot of energy in August. It looks really good. You're looking very powerful. If you haven't felt powerful up to this point, you will be stepping into this feeling of just confidence in August. That's amazing. And your intuitive sense is definitely growing in a big way in August. What else do we have for you? Oh, we have this big old pile. We have the 9 of Pentacles. So we have some independence, possibly some financial abundance that is born from your own individual hard work. This is not abundance that comes from working with a group. This is abundance that comes from your individual work, your individual path, right? But then you have the 3 of Pentacles, okay? Now that is teaming up with others, but it can also be your talents being recognized, your hard work being recognized by others, which would make these two things go together very well, right? So your talents are finally being recognized by others. The hard work that you've done is finally being recognized by others, and you're being financially rewarded for that in August. That would be amazing. You have the sun here. Yay. Things are being illuminated. So you're realizing things that you didn't realize before. It would make sense with this whole situation, right? So all of a sudden in August, you realize something, or something is enlightened upon you. You become enlightened to something in August. You learn something new in August that gives you insight with your intuition, allows your intuitive sense to grow, and allows you to realize when a situation is manipulative or not to your benefit, and you can step away from that situation because you have more intuitive awareness of it. Okay, let's keep going. Now, we also have the 10 of Wands and the Tower here. So 10 of Wands is laying down a burden. It's having carried emotional burdens, okay? The 10 of Wands is very much emotional burdens. Like you're being weighed down emotionally by something. It's rough riding. You're riding the struggle bus here, okay? But you have the Tower. When these two things are together, I don't see the Tower as a negative thing. I see this as a sudden and very extreme shift that makes it so that you can lay down this emotional burden, okay? We want to lay down the emotional burden. We want to walk away from situations that are manipulative, that are deceptive, okay? So I feel like in August, you are going to be learning something new. You'll be improving your relationships by improving your intuitive sense. Just remember that there is going to be something for you in August that shifts your perspective in such a way that you feel the need to change something very big in your life or walk away from something very big in your life. Okay? There is a big shift. It is possible that it'll be very short in time span, like the amount of time it takes you to go from realizing that it's not good to actually leaving and improving your life. That step will be actually relatively short, it seems, with this Tower energy. It'll be very sudden. But once you realize that, once you notice what this thing is that is draining your energy in essence, that's when you can make that shift. And it'll probably be voluntary, because there's a lot of indication here that it's something that you choose to do. Like you're jumping out of something that is very familiar to you into something that is very new and different. And it's going to bring a lot of good because it's something that you're good at and that brings you a lot of confidence, but it's something probably that other people have been trying to get you to not do. Oh, now I'm curious. I want to know, what is this? What is it that we're trying to step into? What is it that we need to step away from? And then tell us what we need to step into. Okay. So we're stepping away from the Queen of Cups reversed. All right. So that's like flighty, irresponsible energy that is easily distracted. So where are we going? Where are we headed into? The 9 of Cups. Awesome. Okay. So Queen of Cups in reverse. This is a person who is way easily distracted. Like, ooh, butterfly. Cool. Awesome. Hey, look at that thing over there. Wow, that's cool. Oh, look at that thing over there. The Queen of Cups is very intuitive, but her feet are on sand. She is not properly grounded in reality, all right? But with the 9 of Cups, your intuition expands, but it expands in such a way that you're able to ground yourself properly and receive the abundance that is meant for you. So my friends, we are stepping out of this irresponsible and flighty energy. Very airy, very, very, very airy. I'm just saying. It makes sense that y'all air signs are like, whoo, ha, ah, over there, and this and that. No, okay, can't focus, right? So I feel like that energy, that inability to focus is going to be shifting in a big way in August, and you're going to be feeling very much like your intuitive sense is more focused. Your intuitive sense is going to bring you a lot more abundance in August than in the past because it is growing and improving and because you're grounding yourself in reality, okay? Remember, that Queen of Cups, when she is not grounded, she is a little ridiculous, and the messages that she tries to send are kind of outlandish, kind of maybe unfounded. You know, she's just spouting off BS like me. But with this Nine of Cups energy, you're going to be far more grounded in reality and receiving real physical abundance through that intuitive sense, if that makes any sense at all. And so that is your Five of Cups on the bottom of the deck. Please, real quick, last message in this part of the video. Focus on the positive, okay? Focus on the positive in August, and you will have all these abundant things. Your intuitive sense is really going to guide you in August because you have a lot of Cups energy here, and it's going to help you a lot as long as you can stay grounded in reality. So what I want you to do, air signs, in August, your homework, okay, is to really feed that intuitive sense with things like meditation and maybe hypnosis, things like that. Definitely dive into that intuitive world, the world of like shamanism and spirituality and stuff like that. Dive into that. Expand your intuitive sense whatever way you need to. And also at the same time, ground yourself in reality with like the little habits that you do on a daily basis that remind you of like your daily chores, right? Those little things like tidying up your room and doing your dishes and walking the dog, those little things that keep you grounded in reality. Keep doing those little things, right? But allow your intuitive sense to guide those bigger actions that, those bigger decisions, right? Does that make sense? Like keep yourself grounded in your senses in your day-to-day, but when it comes to like the really big decisions, go to that intuitive sense, indulge it and utilize it because it's going to guide you in a really unique and positive way, I think, in the month of August. So I hope that this message is helpful for you. I don't know. I'm kind of all over the place. I'm feeling very distracted. I blame you guys. I blame your energy. Please don't take that the wrong way. I'm just saying. All right, so now I'm going to pull out my Sacred Geometry Activations Oracle deck, that mouthful, and we are going to get an oracle card to see if we can find out what tools you may need in August. What might the air signs need in August to help them through this big shift in energy, help them with their intuitive sense as well? What kind of tools, assistance, guidance might our air sign friends require? What do we need to know? Ooh, change. All right, the frequency of change supports our ability to gracefully dance with the forever changing nature of reality, both inward and outward, so that we can appreciate the sweet release of the old and the birth of the new. Guys, August has a lot of big shifts for you. Use your intuitive sense to guide you through those shifts because they're going to be shifts into things that are very unfamiliar, okay? Focus on the positive, enjoy the good, and allow that intuitive sense to guide you through the things that are unfamiliar, okay? Let's get one more card from this deck just to see what other tools we might need. What other tools might we need for those air signs to help them get through August successfully and abundantly? Here we go. All right, we're just going to take one. We have Divine Masculine. Okay, I've got the Divine Masculine energy. Of course, I was going on that tangent about the difference between masculine and feminine energy. This has been like a thing in my thoughts lately, though. Divine Masculine, 22. The frequency of the Divine Masculine supports our strong, focused and active side, allowing it to express itself while helping us to bring our dreams and ideas into form with kindness and wisdom. Now, here's the thing about masculine energy. Masculine energy. When I say masculine, I mean like upward and outward energy, not like stationary, stagnant, and receptive energy. This is energy that pushes up and outward. This is energy that wants itself to be known. This is energy that also actively lifts up others, because the divine masculine energy focuses on community through physical work, focuses on community and lifting up community through action, whereas the feminine energy focuses on lifting up community through receptivity and acceptance. So this is your ability to let your talents come out and be known, express those talents in a way that inspires other people. Okay, this is the energy that we were talking about at the beginning with the Emperor and the Magician and the Fool. Okay, all that masculine energy that wants to come out. Well, really, the Magician and the Emperor are the masculine energy, and the Fool is like an androgynous energy that amplifies the other energies. So the masculine energy is really strong with us, with you guys, the air signs, in August. So really utilize that masculine energy that lifts you up, pushes you outward, makes you want to express yourself in new and different ways, makes you want to lift up others through action. So be aware that there's a lot of changes coming your way in August, my air sign friends. Be aware that those changes are for the best. They are good, even if they may be uncomfortable in the moment. And if you are going into something that is new and different and unexpected, or just you don't know how to navigate it properly, utilize that intuitive sense. And while you're waiting for that change to occur, improve the intuitive sense through research, through practice, meditation, things like that. Okay, so that is your main message, your overall general message for the month of August. We are going to give you some quotes from my quotes deck, just to see if there's any other messages that need to come through for you, my air sign friends. Okay. I've got a couple here already that want to like just jump out at us. Wow, words. Come on, guys. This is from Bambi. This also came out, I think, for like the water signs. If you can't say anything nice, don't say anything at all. Okay? So just keep it in mind. If you can't say anything nice, just keep your mouth shut. That's all I'm saying. Okay? Mary Poppins. In every job that must be done, there is an element of fun. So again, we have that message of focusing on the positive. If air signs, you are not very good at doing those day-to-day chores, those little things that need to get done every day that we talked about, those doing the dishes and walking the dog and doing these things at the same time every day, you know, creating that schedule and structure. If you're not good at that, try to make it easy by inserting some elements of enjoyment into those daily routines. Like, I hate doing the dishes, so I listen to podcasts while I do the dishes, specifically so that I will do the dishes. Like, it's things like that, you know? I don't really like listening to books. I don't like reading. Like, I like to read, but I don't like to read, if that makes sense. Like, I'm a slow reader. So anyway, my point is, I listen to books while I walk my dog because I like to walk my dog, but reading books is tedious for me. So, you know, figure out ways to make things that are tedious into things that are enjoyable. Figure out what really is necessary in your life. And if something is good, yay, acknowledge that. If something is bad, just leave it. You don't have to say anything about it. You don't have to do anything about it. Just leave it. Just leave it alone. Put it over there. Okay, that's a bad thing. I don't like it, so I'm going to go over here instead. Cool. And I'm going to mind my own business and not try to worry about that right now, okay? Because this is my lane and I'm going to stay over here. This is what air signs need in the month of August who are watching this video. Okay, so there's that. Last thing for you guys is a message from my wild offerings. Oh no, Ganesha just fell down. Pardon me, I have to go get Ganesha. See him? He fell down and I was sad. I can't just leave him on the floor, so I'm just going to put him, he's going to be right here. Okay, so now, and I can't just let him be on the floor. He's on the back of the deck. I'm specifically talking to him. Okay, so now let's find out what message my air sign friends have. Last little message. This is a prayer. This is going to be a prayer for you, a little mantra, a little something you can say to yourself throughout August. Go ahead and get a pen, write it down if you want. And let's see what you have to say. Let's see what messages we are receiving today. Okay. Ooh. All right, air signs. We got 3 for ya. We have money, gratitude, and loneliness. So let's get through them. Okay. Money. All my finances are now in divine order. Love itself knows my needs and is the source for all. I needn't cling to gain or fear loss. Every need will be met through offering all to the divine. Every need will be met by offering all to the divine. Okay, improve that intuitive sense. It will guide you accordingly. You will have the money that you need. Okay, don't worry too much about it. Gratitude. Find just one thing that you feel grateful for right now, and let that gratitude pour through your body. It's a healing balm, like the warmth of the sun. So, again, we have that message of focusing on the positive. Loneliness. When you stop fearing your aloneness, you stop settling for less than you deserve. May I embrace and love my solitude. And that's when kindred spirits can finally come. Now, my friends, I have a feeling that tower we saw may have something to do with relationships. And I have a feeling that improving your intuitive sense is going to guide you away from some relationships that you may currently have. And so what I want you to do is let yourself be alone. Okay? I know some of us are social butterflies. We really like being around other people. That's awesome. But at the same time, what we need to do sometimes, shut off our phone, turn off the TV, and allow ourselves to just be isolated. Okay? So, my friends, I'm just saying, air signs, if you don't have anything nice to say, don't say anything at all. Don't be going out there causing trouble. Keep to yourself. Focus on improving that intuitive sense of yours. It is strong, okay? The intuition is strong with you, my friends. You just need to do the work to focus and harness it, okay? So do that work. Focus on yourself and focus on the positive. Be grateful for what you do have and have faith that your intuition will guide you towards greater abundance. You just have to be willing to take those little risks, and you have to be willing to lay down a new foundation for yourself by doing those little things that give you structure. Okay, so that's everything for you, my air signs. Thank you so much for joining me. I do hope that this has been helpful for you. Please let me know in the comments down below if it was helpful, if it did vibe. Please remember to like and subscribe and ring the bell and all the things if you enjoyed this and you want more of my vibes. And oh yeah, I have an Instagram. You should totally go find me on Instagram, Happy Witchy Mama. And that's everything for today. So thank you so much for joining me, and I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.